Traveling along, I came to this lookout, and this is called the Glacier Point lookout here at Grand Teton National Park, and it is every bit worth the stop to take a moment and just kind of soak that view in. I've been driving the better part of about 30 minutes and starting to climb, starting to feel the road climbing in altitude, and in doing so we're coming into some really nice scenery, and I thought I would share a tune of mine with you from Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond's right up there with Van Morrison and John Denver, etc., as far as my favorite artist. And this song I heard a little bit earlier, and I thought, boy, it'd be a good drive to share with you along the drive from Jackson to Dubois, called Cherry Cherry.
Baby loves me, yes, yes she does. All the girls have a side, yeah. Says she loves me, yes, yes she does. Gonna show her tonight, yeah. Hey, she got the way to move me, cherry. She got the way to move me. She got the way to move me, cherry, baby. She got the way to move me. All right. Catch up on. You know what I'm saying. Can't stand still while the music is playing. Alright. You ain't got no right, no, you don't. Ought to be so exciting. Won't need bright lights, no, we won't. Gonna make our own lightning. She got the way to move me, cherry. She got the way to move me, cherry, baby. She got the way to move me. She got the way to move me. No, won't tell a soul we're gone to. Girl, we do whatever we want to. I love the way that you're doing. Cherry, baby, really get to me. Hey, she got the way to move me, cherry. She got the way to move me, cherry, baby. She got the way to move me. She got the way to move me, cherry. She got the way to move me. She got the way to move me, cherry, baby.
And there you have it, little Cherry Cherry. What a great drive. Hopefully I'll see some buffalo along the way. There is a sign that was saying that I'm entering the buffalo area of the national park, so we will see. You know, as I'm driving along, I'm thinking that my goal is to hit New England for the autumn, but I would imagine that this area here is just as beautiful when the leaves start to turn color. I'm approaching Morin Junction as I'm sharing this footage with you, and I'm driving along, and I can't help but to think, you know, all the road trips. Here you take a left to go to Yellowstone, and you stay straight to go to Dubois. So I'm going to keep going straight, but boy, you know, I think back over my lifetime and all the road trips that I've taken, both you know, here and across Europe and even down under. And I put a lot of miles under the wheels. So I don't know what the most beautiful road trip I ever took. Maybe was the Great Ocean Road or the Amalfi Coast or Highway 1 in California. They're all beautiful, and this one is certainly no exception when it comes to just really spectacular scenery. If there were ever a great song for a road trip, it'd be this one by Van Morrison called Coney Island. And in the song, you can hear Van reflecting back on drives that he took with his love to Coney Island, and it's such a wonderful piece.
Stopping off at St. John's Point. All day bird watching, and the crack is good. Stopped off at Strangford Lock early in the morning. Drove through Shigley, taking pictures, and on to Killalay. Stopping for Sunday papers at the Lacal district. Just before Coney Island. Hourglass in the jam jar. Autumn sunshine, magnificent and all shining through. Stop off at Hourglass for a couple of jars of mussels and some potted herrings in case we get famished before dinner. On and on over the hill, and the crack is good. Heading towards Coney Island. Side of your face. As the sunlight comes streaming through the window with the autumn sunshine. And all in all the time while going to Coney Island, I'm thinking, wouldn't it be great if it was like this all the time?
I've really gained some altitude, and it's just nothing but forest on both sides of the road. And I'm driving along, and I thought, boy, what better song to share with you than one of my all-time favorites from John Denver. And I may not be in Colorado, but regardless, this sure seems to relate to this song.
Of his 27th year, coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found the key for every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road, hanging by a song. But the string's already broken, and he doesn't really care. It keeps changing fast, it don't last for long. With the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once and tried to touch the sun. lost a friend that kept his memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude the forest and streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. His side is turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. You can talk to God, listen to the casual fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows fear of the simple thing he cannot comprehend. Why they try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poorer man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, it's the Colorado Rocky Mountain High. I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around a campfire, everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain
You are looking at the Great Divide, also known as the Continental Divide. And this is the point in North America where certain waters flowing from the north flow to the east down to the Gulf of Mexico, and other waters flow to the west down to the Pacific Ocean. So it really is something to behold, actually being able to stand here at such a significant point here in North America. It can't be that much further to Dubois. I'm coming down from the Continental Divide, and its temperature is rising. When I started out at Jackson, I thought the temperature was 88 or 89, and it got it down to 68 up there at about 9,000 feet. And now it's, I'm looking at 73. So I shouldn't be too much longer before hitting the town of Dubois. I'm going past a place called Triangle Ranch, Triangle Sea Ranch, and it shouldn't be that much longer. All the way across this highway, I see signs for snowmobiles, and I have a client who every weekend drives from Omaha up here to Wyoming to go snowmobiling, and I can't help but to wonder if this isn't the area where he goes. It seems that it would just be ideal for snowmobiling. You know, I was driving along and this song came on, and if there were ever a song that is the ultimate road trip song, it's this one called So Quiet in Here. And the song, part of the song says, drive a car along a coastline, or something like that. And it reminds me of the Amalfi Coast in Italy. But nonetheless, I say nonetheless quite a bit, don't I? But nonetheless, you know, here it is, and pulling into Dubois, or somewhere near Dubois. I'm not quite sure how far I am. This could be it just up ahead, and I thought I'd play this song for you.
peaceful in here. It's so quiet in here. It's so peaceful. It's so quiet in here. It's so quiet. It's so peaceful in here. So quiet. So quiet. It's so quiet in here. It's so peaceful.
Definitely one of my all-time favorite Van Morrison songs. Well, folks, here it is, Dubois. Welcome to Dubois. Valley of the Warm Winds, established 1914. So I'm glad I was able to catch it on. I'm glad I was able to catch it on tape. And I don't know quite what to expect. It's a rather small town, as I understand it, and I don't know if there's a main street here or not, but I'm sure it won't take me too long to find out. There's the business frontage road, which maybe is what I want to take. There's the KOA campground. I don't know if I just drove through it or not. Maybe I did. I may have to turn around and go back. I might have driven right through Dubois, but maybe not. Here comes another sign for Dubois right here. Dubois, Wyoming. Look at this. Thought there's like a general store and a saloon and all that. I'm just gonna let the camera roll for you as I come into town. Maybe this is Main Street right here. I heard of this town from a gentleman in a parking lot out in California. I think, or Nevada actually. It was in Reno. A gentleman in a parking lot had told me that he had just come from here. So I'm gonna see if I can't find a place to park and maybe get some information. But this is it. This is Dubois. You have a Wells Fargo Bank. All right. I'm going to find the information center. Just a little bit further up the road. I think this is part of the stuff I've seen. Here is the Outlaw Saloon, right off to the left. And I think that place jumps. Here's the general store right here. So this is probably as good a spot as any to stop here at the general store. I think this store has been around for quite some time. They may not be open here on a Sunday. Nope, they're actually closed. So, alright folks, I'm going to do a separate video walking around, I'll do a second video walking around Dubois, perhaps tomorrow. But that was what a nice trip going from Jackson to Dubois. Wonderful, wonderful Sunday drive. I hope you enjoyed it.